Hi there, I'm Miriam. Welcome back to Miriam's Manor. So today I'm going to be decorating my 3 lanterns for the fall. But before we get started, let me show you the items that I used to put this fall project together. Okay, so for the bow portion of this project, you will need ribbon, a measuring tape, scissors, and pipe cleaners, preferably that match your ribbon. And then for the second part of the project, you'll need some flowers that are already cut with about a ½ inch to an inch stem poking out, a flower foam board, some leaves or greenery, and a pumpkin. That's it. Okay, so for the first part of this, to make the bow, I am going to measure out each one of these strips 30 inches. I'm going to be making 2 different bows today. I have 2 different size lanterns, one larger and then 2 that are the same size. So what I'm going to be doing is making a fuller, bigger bow for my bigger lantern and a slightly smaller bow for the smaller scale lanterns. So for the smaller lantern, I'm going to cut 6 strips this size in 30 inches. For the longer one, I've already pre-cut 9 ribbons at 30 inches. So as soon as you have all of your strips cut, what you do is loop it together at the end, make sure it's nice and straight, and fold it. Fold it again so that all of your wired edges are together on one side. And take your scissors starting at the wired end and cut a V into the ribbon to chevron the ends of those ribbons. Also, you want to make sure that you use wired ribbon for this. If you don't have wired ribbon, this isn't going to work because you won't be able to fluff and shape the bow like you need to. So, I have all the rest of my ribbons cut, and at this point, what I'm going to do is take my measuring tape and measure out 5 inches for each loop. And it also helps if you have these kind of looped and laying flat together already before you start pinching it at that 5 inches. It just helps you grab it and keep a hold of it a little bit easier. Again, I'm gonna measure out 5 inches for the loop and I'm gonna pinch it there at 5 inches, and I'm gonna leave the rest of this hanging. My next one I'm gonna measure out at 5 inches, pinch it there, and then I'm gonna put it on the opposite side on top of this one. The loops will alternate on either side as you just keep adding them and stacking them on. Okay, so once you have them all together, it should look like this. Take that pipe cleaner and tie it around in the center very tightly. And then just fluff these loops around. And then I also kind of straighten out the ends of the chevron straight portion. Okay, so that's it, and I'm gonna put this off to the side for now. Okay, so the next part of this is super easy. Take your floral foam block, floral foam. That is a tongue twister. Take your floral foam block and make sure when you put it within your lantern that you make sure you accommodate enough space around the lantern so that your flowers aren't smashed when you close them in. For example, this flower sticks out about 2.5 inches. So when I stick this in there, I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough room to close the door on it. You see it looks a little smashed that way. So when I do that, it's fine. So just make sure that you have enough space around your foam block when you are cutting it to size for your lantern. And then just randomly place your pre-cut flowers just and spots around it like that. These on the side, on the corners, I am sticking in at an angle so that I hide that corner block. Okay, so now that that's done, before I stick my pumpkin on top, what I'm going to do is put these to add some height in the back of my lantern and just stick them straight down inside. So before I stick this pumpkin inside of here, I wanted to give you a close-up of what I've done in the back of what's going to be visible. So I added some leaves to cover up the greenery in the back, along with these little guys that I've had from a different arrangement for some years, but they went with the colors that I'm going with. So as you can see, when you look at it from the side, most of the stem is covered here for these branches, and then the greenery also in the back that'll be visible is all covered. So now I am ready to stick this in here. And then I'm just gonna rest my little pumpkin right on top of there. And I love it because it looks like it's all nestled inside of there. So this is what it is looking like so far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tie my bow to the top part of my lantern around the ring with this pipe cleaner. Now, if you've seen my last video of how to make a fall bow with the acorn in the center, I also show you how to add ribbon to the back of this bow so that you can hang it on something if it's going to be visible from the back. So if you're curious on that, check out that video of fall decor and how to make a fall bow. So to put together this lantern, I literally did the same exact thing that I did with this one with the pumpkin. The only difference is I'm going to put a candle in the center of this one, then a pumpkin. And then on my third lantern, I didn't think you guys needed to hang around to see this. It's super self-explanatory. Just throw some pumpkins and acorns inside of the lantern and then tie your bow on top. So this is the final result for how this turned out. I put together this lantern arrangement to go in my front entryway. And if you will notice in the middle bigger lantern, I did put some more orange hay filler down there at the bottom underneath the flowers because I just felt like it needed a little bit more something so the middle part wouldn't show through. But overall, I'm really pleased with the way this turned out, and I hope it gives you some inspiration on how to decorate your front entryway. So if you have seen the rest of my fall videos, you have pretty much watched me transform my house for the fall. I only have one room left, and that's my kitchen. So click on that notification bell so you can see my last video for my transformation in my kitchen for the fall. And then actually it will be the second to last one because I will be posting a fall tour so that you can see the entire downstairs space and how I put it all together in my whole big great room and entryway area. So until I see you again, stay safe, God bless you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.